Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I will do some background with Distress ink in the Gratitude by Camilla de Erico. This one is on the to color pile for a while now, and I think if I don't dive in right away, it will never get colored. So I was sitting here picking out some of the colors for the background, and I went with those milk lavender and dusty Concord color, and I was thinking I might want to hit the record button and see what's happened. So here we are. I'm not sure if I like to pick up my tool. I have those blending tools with sponges, and I don't know if I like it. The feeling is really, this one feels so much smoother. So yeah, I put those sponges back in and start just with a brush, and then I will see. I have those Nelly Choice brushes, a bigger one and a small one, and yeah, that's all I use. And I rinse it out, clean it with special brush soap, and yeah, it still gets stained, but it's okay. Let's see if it's... I don't have any paper next to me. Let me pick up a paper sheet. I have some used to protect the page behind. Not really prepared, was just sitting here thinking to have a play for myself with the inks, and yeah. So I rub it on the ink pad. I have the small Distress ink pads. For the amount I'm using them, it's okay. I don't need the big ones. And if I empty them, I can refill them. I have those refill inks. You just put little droplets onto the ink pad, and yeah, you are good to go again. This one might be a little bit too wet, the ink pad. Yeah. It might be the paper, it might be the fact that I rinsed out the brush. Yeah, a few days ago, I don't know. I thought it was really dried already. I like to start glow around with a lighter color. You can easily color on top of those inks, so I don't mind going over the image. I know some of you like to use masking fluid. Yeah, you can do it. It takes a long time to apply the masking fluid and let it dry, do the inking, and then remove it. Especially with fur, I don't mind going over, because when you're coloring it and it go on top of the inks, it looks more natural, like the image is blending into the background a little better compared to those harsher lines you create with the masking fluid. But if you like the harsh lines, that's okay. Then you can consider it. And looking where to put some extra light color. You can see I'm moving all over the page. Yeah. Then I still use this one because I go in with Dusty Concord. It's darker color. And I always have a little bit of a check. I think it's too purpley, too blue. I like more different one. Totally fine with changing it up. Yeah, it's not really. I was looking more for this color. Can I change it up for something else? Might like better. This one is even more with a bluish tone. Maybe I put the wrong ink in there. I don't know. Which one is this? No, this one is right. This is the really blue one. No, I keep this one. It feels like the ink is floating on top of this paper. It's not really sinking in. Not sure if I like this effect a lot. I like more dark colors. Not sure if I'm able to get it more darker than this. Yeah, strange paper for sure. I was thinking it might be the brush, but it feels like it's dry. No, I'm really not liking this one. Can you see the effect? I really want to create this dark poppy background. Let me pick up a page where I've used this combination to share it with you. What a look I was going after. One moment. I think it's in this book by Anna Carlson. So, is it in this one, please? Yes. Can you see how beautifully dark the ink is? This is just really different in paper, and I don't think I'm able to create this effect on this paper. So I want to switch it up to watercolor. I'm not liking it, and yeah, I was really imagining something really bright in my mind. That's okay. I have to put this one away. Yeah. Don't close it. I hope you don't mind. I like to keep this part also into the video. This one I have to store away so I remember to clean it. Yeah. Color. Let's hope my nail color will work. I picked up the nail color too. And I really hope it will work. Otherwise I will black it out or with the paint pen and then I will... Can I go on top? I hope. So yeah, this one I think it's already there. Then some lighter. Don't know. Maybe even darker. This is more bluish. Let's add some of the white. I never used the white, so will be a first time for everything. An experimental day. Let's get started and don't waste too much time on it, right? It just didn't turn out the way I like it. So let's move on. I have some of the things here. Another brush. Yeah. Let's get it activated. Is this the right color? No. Yeah. I dab it. Maybe it's better to pick up an old brush before doing this one. I'm so sorry. Yes. I have an old dabbing brush. You can see I wear it down already a lot. And I will sometimes I have those days that things will not go as planned, as you can see. And I keep rolling with it and I change my plan. So it's not always perfect for every colorist, right? And even if you color for a while, things won't work out the way you want. Just change your plans. It's a fun day in the studio. It's really early in the morning. Well, not really early more. I started really early in the morning. It was 6 o'clock, I think. It's 9 o'clock now. So after this one, I will make myself a nice breakfast. I'm ready for some breakfast. The boys are at their work, so that's great to have some extra filming time, studio time I call it, to make some videos. I was planning to play for myself, color a little bit my own, create the background, and I'm glad it's on camera. Not everything works out great. It's sometimes chaotic. Also over here. Liking this so much better and creating really dark around here. Going darker and then moving on to maybe the bluish one. Maybe adding in some more browns or grays to create an extra look. So let's get more pigment on the board. This is aubergine. The other color that I'm using is just white, I think. Yeah, white. Happy the watercolor is working. I'm mixing it in on the palette. It will be a little bit more opaque also. Because of the white. And I'm dabbing it so it's just a playful background and not yeah. You will see every streak with watercolor, and I don't like every streak, but if I dab it and create this effect, I don't mind the look of it. Oh. So going darker now. I will squeeze the brush to get a drop of water out to activate more. Because it's an older brush, the water flow is not perfect anymore. I love this technique, so I will keep using it and ruining my brush even more. It's an old one. This is one of my first brushes. I got it 8 years ago, so it served its time. And pick up more of the pigment and I scribble it down. Great thing about scribble it down on the palette, you don't have to worry about a sharp point on your Neocolor, and you won't waste any pigment. They will last forever, so don't worry about wasting your Neocolors. I have them for years and use them all the time. I want to add a little water drop. It's easier with this brush. It's really relaxing to do it this way. I really wanted to use my inks and it didn't work out, so okay, we change our technique and roll with it. This is the first page in the book. You can see every book got different paper. Sometimes a thing will work out, sometimes it won't work out. Will I go with this bluey one? Start from the edge, work my way in. I need even more pigment. And I will go back and forward to it. It's really messy. And you can layer and layer with this technique and changing up the colors and darken it more. And you also can use some granulating paints, and then there will be this magical effect all by itself, just by the paint. Yes. Really feels unprepared today because I had to change up. That's okay. As you can see, it won't bleed through. The paper will be fine. It will be a little buckly in the end. I won't mind the buckly pages. It meant that your book is coming to life, right? It's getting used and something I don't mind. I know some of you will mind it. Then watercolor mediums are not a perfect match for you. They are playful. I think you can see where it's going. Totally different than I imagined it. Yeah, I really ruined this brush. Barely any water flow. Oh, there is a little. I keep building up those colors and moving all over the page. And the thing is, on my last few Camilla books, every time I started my first page, things went wrong, so it had to be this way, right? I think so. More pigment. It's getting a little bit too less pigmented for my liking. And I got stains all over my hands. Sometimes when I'm filming multiple videos in a row, I start with nice clean hands and then moving the way along the more videos I film, the more stains I have on my hands, and yeah, that's okay. It's a part of the creative process, right? If you're working with inks and paints and yeah, your hands get stained. I like to darken this corner even more. So when it's dried, I want to add in maybe even black or really dark gray. First I like to build up my purples. Also in the spine of the book. It's a fun way to color. Once you've done this big background, coloring the main image is feeling, yeah, so much easier. I don't know why. Do you, yeah, recognize the feeling that it's easier once the background is colored? The image is more clear in your mind what to do with it. I know now that I want to create a gray cat. Didn't know it before for sure. Now I really know I want to do a gray one. Yeah, let's add in some darker colors. black. My black is broken and it doesn't matter. It's still working. Let me get in a drop of water with my water brush. I like to pick up the black over here and dip it into the darkest color. You can see while dipping, I'm creating some circles. I'm going back and forward. I make different motions. Let me pick up a little more. Some people like to dip with their fingers. No, Katrina from Always Coloring was just applying a thick layer of Neocolor on the page and then dabbing with the fingers. Created the same type of effect. Maybe it was even effectiver. The end result was better. You can try it if you don't mind those really messy fingers. It still takes a lot of time, right? Feeling like I'm here for 30 minutes, I'm not sure. Let me take, over 30 minutes already. Let me take some sip of my tea. I think it's cold already. Yeah. I always forget my tea. But I want to have a cup of tea ready before filming. Sometimes you start coughing or got a really dry mouth while filming, while talking, and then it's nice to have something. I have to put a little bit more black on the palette. I want to have more of the purple color on the palette. More of the other color, purple color. And I will keep building up those colors. The less water you use, the more pigmented paints are, the darker your results are. Oh, that was the wrong one. This part needs more. Yes, let me get some water from the brush. Sometimes those brushes get really dry. It's all filled with pigment because I ruined this brush. I'm no longer using my demineralized water in it also. I just filled it under the in the sink, under the water tap. You can see me switching up all the time with the colors and going back and forward, creating a lot of different shades on the paper. And I think so far I'm liking it. So there's no water going through. It's a little bit of, yeah, really tiny bit that was underneath, and yeah, can happen. Don't worry about it. I clean up this brush this way by pushing it and rubbing it on the tissue. So yeah, this is the end result of it. It was a strange video to make this way. I must admit. Liking the result so far. Liking the build-up of colors. This part can be, yeah, can use a little bit more, but overall, really happy with the look of it. I let it dry. I will coloring the page on my own, but for now it's time to get some breakfast. I will say a huge thank you for watching. And does it happen to you sometimes that something is not turning out the way you want and you feel like messing up? And do you abandon your page or do you change your plan and keep going? Let me know. I'm really curious about it. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye!